Hi, Joe Bonnier for FastPitchPower.com. As the season picks up, I need to adjust the content of my videos to address real issues athletes face in season, none more relevant than pain and injury. In this week's video, we're going to talk about how to train away from back pain, to manage to deal with back pain during the season. I'm going to give you a checklist or a routine of exercises that you can continue to do even if you're taking time away from softball to at least maintain or upgrade your fitness. Upgrade those softball-specific physical capacities you need to perform successfully on the field and stay healthy throughout the season. Those same physical capacities that you may have lost during the season because we're spending less time away from fitness, or those specific physical capacities that you may not have had enough of going into the season to last you throughout the season, like hip flexibility, core stability, strength, overall endurance, things that come together, all right, to keep you healthy performing throughout the season. All right, so let's get to the exercise because we have a lot to talk about. I forewarn you, this is a comprehensive video. It might be a little long, but if you're in pain or you have a daughter or an athlete who's in pain, you're probably going to be along for the ride because this is very valuable information. At the least, it gives you an at-home routine to train and maintain your fitness in a pain-free way. At best, a couple of these exercises might even begin to directly decrease your back pain when you stand up or when you're done with them. You might feel better. First recommendation is to take your shoes off for the entirety of this routine. Before I even get into this, if you have questions, comments, specific concerns, make sure you post a comment below this video on FastPitchPower.com so I can address it on an individual basis. But getting to the routine, getting to the exercises, kick your sneakers off. Get a golf ball, lacrosse ball, a new tennis ball, something. All right, I'm going to use a lacrosse ball for this first exercise. We're going to start with some flexibility, specific exercises, using self-massage strategies. Instead of stretching, some self-massage strategies to loosen up tight muscles that may have become tight throughout the season, or tight muscles that were tight going into the season and now have big shit in the butt, okay, or in the back, all right, so to speak. We're going to start with the lacrosse ball underneath your foot, or golf ball underneath your foot. You're just going to roll the bottom of your feet. Now, I can tell you technically that the muscles on the bottom of the foot attach into the back of the leg. Those muscles attach in the top part of the leg. Those muscles attach directly in the back, so the foot directly impacts the back. I could tell you that, but I can also tell you that this just feels darn good. And part of this routine, again, is to be pain-free, but not be stress-free. It's to get your body saying, yes, this feels good, or yes, my body needs that, such as the feeling of your abs working during a core exercise. Instead of you feeling it in your back, it's better to sweat and to feel your abs working while keeping your back pain-free. So part of this routine is just designed to do that. Get your body saying yes, right? And staying out of or away from pain. So you're going to roll the bottom of your feet, right? If you've never done this, I would try it. You could also use a bat. I have a PVC pipe that I'm going to use for something else later on. You can also just get something hard and roll the bottom of your feet. All right, next, you're going to roll your hips. If your hips don't move, your lower back is going to assume that responsibility. It's going to move more than it's supposed to or designed to in order to get the job done on the field during any activity or sport movement. So we're going to take that same ball, we're going to sit on it, put your back pocket on the ball, and roll your butt. Okay, those muscles, that rotator cuff, those deep rotator cuff, rotator muscles of your hip get tight, they get irritable, they get overworked, they get angry. Roll the back pocket. Okay, 30, 60 seconds. You're going to do both sides. At the same time, I'm only going to demonstrate one side. That's what you're going to do with your lacrosse ball, field hockey ball, or a new tennis ball. Then we're going to take a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can get it through Amazon, you can get it at Dick's Sports, you can get it through our store on FastPitchPower.com. We're going to roll out and knead out some muscles that commonly get tight and can affect the back. We're going to start with our hamstrings. We can call this 3D rolling. I just want you to roll each side of the muscle, right? Outside, inside, back. Okay, this is your hamstring. You're going to bias to one leg. Smash that muscle over the foam roller. Do both sides. I'm not going to do both sides because of time here. Next, you're going to roll your back. Your back muscles could just be tight and causing you issues. All right, we're going to start with our lower back. We're going to roll controlled and slowly up to our upper back. Arms across your chest, out in front of you. Okay, you can again roll side to side in a controlled, slow manner. Get up to your upper back. Cross your arms over your chest. Roll in between your shoulder blades. Next, I'll call this a rib roll. I'm only going to demonstrate one side. You're going to do both. 3 inches underneath your armpit, you're going to roll into the foam roller. You're going to roll away. from the foam roller, into the foam roller, roll away from the foam roller. Okay, 15, 30 rolls each side. Then we're going to work on our thighs. First, muscles inside of your thigh are up into your groin. I'm going to bring this knee up and hip up to 90 degrees. I'm going to place the foam roller perpendicular with that thigh. I'm going to roll all the way down to the inside of the knee, all the way up to the inside of the hip, all the way up, down to the inside of the knee, all the way up to the inside of the hip. I'm going to do both sides, 15 to 30 rolls. I'm going to finish with my quads. Above the kneecaps, in this front plank position, nice and slow, 3D each side, all the way up to the side pockets of your shorts. All the way down to the kneecap, to above the kneecaps, all the way up to the side pockets of your shorts, 15 to 30 rolls. So, we work with our lacrosse ball, our new tennis ball. We then work with the foam roller. Then we're going to work on some flexibility. Starting with our hips, again, and then our upper back. Two key areas that can get tight for a variety of reasons, not just on the softball field, but maybe due to sitting, carrying a backpack, and other just postural issues. So, we're going to get on one knee. You can put your foot up on a box against the wall. You can put it on a lower box. That makes it less intense. But if you're super tight, that would be appropriate. You can do this with your foot on the floor. It doesn't need to be elevated. But if it is, this is rear foot elevated quad and hip flexor stretch. Stretching the muscle in the front of our thigh. Hands behind your head. Stay in this stacked position. Head, shoulders, hips, knees. In a straight line, drive your knee down into the mat. Hold 10, 20, 30 seconds. 2 to 3 times each side. Hold. Do not lean forward. Do not shift forward. Do not stick your chest forward. Just press that knee down into the mat or towel, whatever you, or pillow, whatever you have under your knee. Feel a stretch in the front of your thigh. Now, you're not going to feel anything in your back. This isn't about addressing tightness in your back. This isn't about attacking pain in your back. We're trying to address all the areas of the body that could be affecting posture, in mechanics, and efficiency in your back that's causing you pain. All right? It's just showing, your issues are showing up as pain in the back, but it's related to issues elsewhere in the body. It's not the back's fault, it's everything else's fault. Okay, so, hip flexor stretch. Do both legs. Next, squat Spider-Man stretch. Again, on one knee. Move the front foot out 6 inches. Put both hands on the ground. You're going to press your hips down into the ground. Lift your chest up. Take the arm inside the front leg. Push the knee out, but don't let the inside of the foot come off the ground. Keep this foot, the big toe, pressed into the ground. Push the knee out as much as you can. Keep pressing your hips down into the ground. Hold 10, 20, 30 seconds. 2 to 3 times each side. Next exercise, they flow into one another. 4-way cat-camel. All right? I'm going to show you the first half. First 2 parts. Working on motion in the upper spine, in the upper back. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Push your chest away from the ground. Push your chest to the ground. Push your chest away from the ground. Just in the upper body. Don't bend your elbows. Pinch, push. Pinch, push. The second half of this exercise. Push your belly to the ground, arch your back. Pull your belly away from the ground, tuck your butt. Okay. Push your belly to the ground, extend your back. Pull your belly away from the ground, tuck your butt. So this is working on the middle to lower half. We start with the upper half. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-way cat-camel. 5 times through that rotation. Next, sitting on your heels. Hands out in front. Keep even pressure on your heels. Right hand behind your head. Rotate away and down. Away and down. Away and down. 10 times each side, upper back rotation. Okay? So we've worked on some hip mobility, some upper back mobility, key areas that will get tight and will affect movement in our lower back. Next, a core exercise. Starting on our back, you need a towel roll. Placed underneath, I will call this your middle back. If I say low back, you'll put it too low. I need it under your middle back, under your ribs, under the lowest rib. Hands and legs up in the air. First thing, crush the towel. If you have a parent or a teammate, have them try to steal the towel. Don't let them steal the towel. As you crush the towel, reach one leg down, touch the heel down, bring it back. Crush the towel, bring it back. Okay, 10 on each leg. Towel crush, leg lowering. Right. If you have any pain with any of these exercises, do not push through it. Move on to the next exercise. Omit what provokes any kind of pain. Perform what doesn't provoke any kind of pain. Towel crush, leg lowering, 10 on each side. Moving right into a front plank. Make a fist, interlock your fingers, push your fist down into the ground. Keep your body in a straight line. In this position, I also want you to tuck your butt, squeeze your butt, push your fist into the ground. Don't stick your butt up in the air. Tuck, squeeze those glutes, push your fist down into the ground. And hold. 15, 30, 45 seconds. Next exercise. Side plank. You can start in a bent leg. So with my body in a straight line, my shoulder underneath, or my elbow underneath my shoulder, start in a straight line, bend your knees, my body is still in a straight line from my head through my knees, bridge your hips up, body in a straight line. You want to start with this version so you feel this exercise in the right area. You want to feel it right in here, not too much in your shoulder. We don't want to get to a point where we only feel this in our upper body and nothing in our abs. We want to start here and just focus on squeezing your obliques in this area. Again, keeping your body in a straight line. Keep your hips, your belly, or your belt buckle pressed forward here. Okay, don't have your butt back. If that's easy and you feel it in the right part of your body, and you can hold 25, 30 seconds, upgrade to straight leg. Get those hips up, body in a straight line, hold 15, 25, 35 seconds. Make sure you do your side planks on each side. In this position, we then move on to some, after flexibility, core, we move on to some hip strengthening. First exercise, I also need you to have a PVC, which I have, or a thick towel roll. It'll perform the same function. I'm going to place this under my side to keep my body in a neutral position to perform this exercise. Body in a straight line, PVC underneath my side. Take my top heel up toward the ceiling and down. Do not crush the towel. Do not crush the stick. In the core exercise, I'm crushing the towel. In this exercise, I'm not putting any pressure on the stick or towel, so I'm staying neutral. Otherwise, my lower back would be sinking toward the ground, and I wouldn't be in a neutral position here. So I want to stay off of the stick. Take my top hand, press into the ground. Take the top heel up toward the ceiling. 10 to 15 times each side. Trying not to place too much pressure on this stick. Side lying, straight leg raise, top leg. 10 to 15 reps, both sides. Next, you're going to cross the top leg over. Keep the bottom leg straight. No pressure on the towel or the stick. You're going to take your bottom leg off the ground. As you can see, that exercise is not as easy as it looks, especially when you're staying honest with that towel or stick underneath your side. From our side, we're going to get on our back, perform a basic hip bridge. Make sure you do those side lying, top leg and bottom leg, straight leg raises on both sides. Okay. Next, hip bridge. Feet are close together, but not all the way together. I'm going to lift my hips. Hip butt comes off the ground first. Butt first, back last. Until my body's in a straight line from my knees through my shoulders and down. Butt first, back last. hip bridge. Again, squeezing my glutes here. And hold. 10 to 15 reps. All right? Lastly, all fours hip extension. So after that, after the planks and hip exercises, we're going to move into something a little bit more dynamic. Okay, testing core stability. Want you to place a stick, anything across your lower back. I want you to be able to move that leg straight back without that stick sliding off your body. Press the heel straight back without the stick sliding off your body. If this is super easy, you can upgrade. Take opposite arm and leg off the ground and reach without the stick sliding off your body. 10 to 15 each way. After that warm-up, I want you to build a bodyweight strength training circuit or strength training routine that's not only going to improve total body strength, but it's also going to act to improve, upgrade, or maintain your aerobic fitness. So instead of getting on the treadmill or the elliptical or going for a run to keep up your fitness away from softball, that stuff probably doesn't feel too good on your back after 15 to 20 minutes anyways. We're going to combine a bunch of movements in circuit fashion, okay, to address all those qualities, but also improve aerobic fitness as well. No weights. If you're a stronger athlete, you can progress to weights again if you are pain-free. I'm going to show you a simple routine of exercise with not a ton of equipment that you can do really at any time in any space. We're going to start with bodyweight reverse lunges. If you're a stronger athlete, do more. If you're a weaker athlete, start with 6 to 8 on each leg and move to the next station. I'm going to show you each station. Bodyweight reverse lunge, step into a balance. Step, touch, into a balance. Step, to a balance. 6, 10, 8, 12 in a row on each leg. Move over to a single arm row in a split stance. Drop one leg back. Pull the elbow into the side. I'm using an exercise band. Any exercise band will do. I'm using a Cook band that can be found on our store. Keep the arm close to the body. In a split stance, athletic stance, my front leg is bent. Pause and reach. Pull, pause, and reach. 8, 10, 12, 15. Each arm. Lunges, each leg. Split stance rows, each arm. Right into a step up. 8, 10, 12, each leg. Up and down. Up and down. Any athlete, any age, this is totally age appropriate, level appropriate. If you're stronger and older, you can hold on to weights. Use a medicine ball. You can do more rounds. If you're a younger athlete, 3 to 4 rounds to start. All of these are very joint friendly. You shouldn't be experiencing any pain with any of these, but if you do in any circumstance, omit that exercise. Do what you can do pain-free. After step-ups, some kind of push-up variation. Right? Good push-ups should look like this. Head beyond your hands, hands outside of your shoulders, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. A push-up exercise is as much for core as anything else, especially the muscular teamwork between our core and our shoulders. That's what we're really challenging. If regular push-ups are too hard, start in a push-up position, legs straight, drop the knees straight down, pull the heels up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. And so you have a version based on your ability. Reverse lunges, split stance rows, step-ups, push-ups, based on your ability, and some kind of band tight rotation. Again, kind of completing that movement mathematics curriculum. All right, foundational movements that will somehow summate to form sport-specific movements on the field. We need to train a little bit of rotation or rotary, really more importantly, rotary control, specifically core rotary core strength and stability. In an athletic stance, shoulder width apart, you can get wider to make this easier. You can get narrow to make this a little bit more difficult. Start shoulder width apart. Start in an athletic stance. Okay, butt back, knees bent, head, shoulders, hips in a straight line, whether I'm pitched forward a little bit, whether I'm upright. I'm not really concerned with that right now. Make sure it's in a straight line. All right, in this position, my toes are pointed straight ahead, arms out straight. This would be 10 o'clock on my clock. It might be 2 o'clock on yours. 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. This lead shoulder, I am peeling back behind me. It's not just arms, it's rotation through the upper body. Okay, peel that lead shoulder back behind me. Your arms should start long, they should stay long as they cross your body from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock on the hands of the clock. 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Band, tight rotation. If you feel any pain, discomfort, you can either decrease the resistance of the band by getting closer to the attachment. If you have multiple bands, use a lighter band, or just omit the exercise you're not ready for. Let's focus on the things that are pain-free, that you can do pain-free. Make sure you do both sides. 10, 12, 15 rotations to my right, 10, 12, 15 rotations to my left. That's a complete workout. If nothing else, if I didn't make this specific to athletes who are experiencing some back pain throughout the season, you now have an in-season take-home workout from flexibility, some recovery strategies, some self-massage tools, to some new core strength, core stability exercise that I haven't shown in other videos, to an at-home routine that doesn't require any space or very much equipment. Right? I can't say this enough that these exercises are not directly designed to decrease pain today or tomorrow. They're designed to at least assess those and challenge those physical qualities that we need to perform efficiently, which means safely, good mechanics, to remain durable on the field throughout the season. Again, if you have any questions, concerns about this video, there was so much packed in this video. I know I kind of lose track sometimes, so if you do have any questions, please leave a comment below. I hope this is beneficial, and I hope this helps you feel better throughout the season.